Hello, I'm Jen Oakley. I'm one of the team of the Church Flower Ladies who decorate the church for special occasions, either Christmas or Easter, harvest. Sometimes we do weddings. As you realise, at this time of the year, coming up to harvest, we cannot have the church decorated because of the COVID-19. But we have come up with an idea of decorating the church involving children and families using the Jars of Hope. And those of you who take the magazine, the church magazine, you've realised that there's an article in there about the Jars of Hope. It is fairly simple to do, and I hope we can give you a few ideas of what's involved. You just need a glass jar of some kind, whether it's a small one like that or a larger one. You've got a choice, it's entirely up to you. You need something to decorate it around the edge, whether it might be some raffia or some paper, or it might be like this one here that I've put round using hessian, or some ribbon. I've just tried to take an autumnal colour of an orangey brown shade with a label to put on. Obviously you need some foliage. So some of this I've gathered from home, honesty seeds, some poppies, some flowers that are going off to seed, so they've got the flower heads, and some grasses. It's up to you entirely what you use. Right, to decorate your jars, all I've done here is just some wool, tied it round and then put a label on. This one here has got some hessian, raffia tied round into a bow, but anything will do, or even a ribbon. Can I have those others? Right, please. Thank you. I'll just quickly show you now how to prepare some of them. Very simple. I'm going to put this one in. I'm trying to echo with the goldy coloured paper round, so I've chosen some flowers that echo that particular colour. I've got some honesty, which I've picked from the garden, some bits of honesty, some of the seed heads from some willow herbs, and then I've got some daisies, yellow daisies, picking up the gold, and then some thin grasses, all picked from the garden. If you pick the honesty from the garden, it normally has dark coloured seeds to it. And by simply peeling off the seeds, I've done one already there, but by simply peeling the papery skin off, and it leaves you with a silvery coloured seed arrangement on the leaves. So you can see that the seeds are coming out, and that leaves you with the coloured leaves on the top, or the silvery leaves. And all we do is put some water in and then simply arrange the foliage in. Very simple to do. I've got some of the yellow daisies. They could be from the hedgerow, they could be marigolds, they could be anything autumnal, chrysanthemums. I've got some white daisies as well. And try and make it so that when you put the arrangement in, it looks even from all the way around. There's a little bit of seed grasses in there, and some greeny linking up with the yellow, those there like that, and one there. And then just pick it up and have a look to see if it's going to look even all the way around, because it's probably going to be viewed from different angles. So if it looks okay, that's fine. I'm just going to put a couple more bits in of the grasses in there. And I've got a little white daisy again that I've got from the garden. And there you are, that's one simply done like that. So they're very easy to do. Another one is I've got some ribbon round this one, and then all I've put in is dark foliage. So it was little bedding begonias, which have a nice dark brown foliage, and some rudbeckias, again from the garden, and some marigolds, some homegrown marigolds, and they vary in size and shape and colour. There's one that's going in there that can also go in. And then I've got some crocosmia, the last bit to fit in at the top there. What I have forgotten to mention is, if you're putting any greenery in, please make sure that you strip off any leaves below that are going to go in the water. So if you're going to use pieces like this, then just strip off some of the leaves that are going to go into the vase, otherwise it'll make the water go cloudy. So there are a couple of arrangements just to show you, very simple and very easy to do. Now for another fun idea, it involves using milk bottles, so 3 milk bottles with a thick elastic band round the outside, and then a piece of hessian or raffia or whatever you want to use to cover the elastic band. You just slide it over like that to hold it into place, and down the centre like that. Just turn it round to make sure it's all covered over. And then I've got tied up the raffia ribbon there. Then top it up with some water, fill the bottles with water, ordinary water. And then I'm going to use some flowers. Now these I bought from the supermarket. They were a mixture actually. I've just got some plain, yellow ones. They're a bunch of 5. 2 lots of yellow ones, some orangey ones, some deep autumnal coloured ones, and then some that were multicoloured, but picking out the yellows and the oranges together. And all I'm simply going to do is to put one arrangement in there in the bottle, again making sure that you've got rid of any leaves that are going to go into the bottle. One like that, middle there, and then I'm going to use a yellow one which will then link up, again do the flowers, link up with the arrangement. I'm going to have to turn it round so that I can see that I've got the arrangement correct. And then I've got some grasses, I think it's called a stipper grass, which has come from the garden, and I'm just putting those in. So at the moment I've got a spray of chrysanthemums, some stipper grass to put in, final one like that, and then some little bits of honesty. Remember to have taken off the outer coverings. Put those in. And then I've got a bit of grass to fit in at the back there. It will go in. Finally some of the leaves into there. And using my solitaires, because I've got spray chrysanthemums, I'm just going to cut off 1 or 2 of the yellow ones, just link in at the bottom there. It's something very simple and easy to do, only takes a few minutes. So there you have an arrangement made out of 3 milk bottles, so you haven't got to have a fancy container, some stipper grass and some honesty seeds. That's another idea. Right, just a few ideas there to help you using your milk bottles or your jam jars. We're encouraging you to bring them into church on Saturday the 3rd of October between 10 and 12 noon. We would welcome as many as possible that we can put on probably windowsills, or it depends on how many we're getting. The church is then open, I think, between 11 and 2 on Sunday for people to come and browse and have a look. And if you want to collect your arrangement then, or if not, it can be donated to somebody. remember, just also, if you can put a label on your jar to say who's actually made it. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing as many arrangements in church as possible. Thank you.